you can't beat a good Hoover, can you, folks? Hello. Right, I'm going. Oh heck, I can hear myself on the other computer. I'm just monitoring what's going out to the nation. Hang on a minute. Let me just. There's a delay. Right. Oh. Thought I'd have a quick Sunday vid. All these are going to be for sale today, including this. You can buy one of these as long as you live in the UK. Yes, I'm selling this senior, which you have seen. This is not the almost new in the box one. This is the one I got before, which I have done a demo of. So I'll be selling that on eBay if I can get around to doing the photographs. Just for UK, I'm afraid, as I said. Now this is the other, if you remember, I've just done a video on this. This is the other one. I found it in the loft. And it's in pretty good condition, but not quite as good as the one I've recently shown you last Friday. So I'll be selling this, but only with the two small tools. Actually, I think this sounds a bit rough. Anyway, somebody will want that, won't they, folks? One of you out there. Oh, crikey. Hang on, I'm going to have to close my living room door because... Oh, it's not so bad. Yeah, it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough compared to the other one. But I'm going to have to close my living room. Oh, I'm going to have to go back and you'll see the horror, the mess. Well, it's not too bad, I suppose. I'll just close that door because a certain person is outside making a racket in the garden. Anyway, yes, I'm going to be selling these, look, 2 carpet washers. Only because that's the best carpet washer, folks. That is the best. It's big, it's heavy, not quite as noisy as that one. And, you know, it's heavy. I took that to my mum's house. Now, if you remember, I did a video of this one fairly recently, and that was at my mum's house. Quite a lot of dog pee on her living room carpet. Well, I went over there last Sunday with my Bissell Big Green because she'd got some new furniture in her living room and it's been rearranged and she wanted the carpet shampooed, and it was bad as it was when I first did it. But I took the Bissell in the car, folded the handle down, easily fit in the car. That is fantastic. It does a very good job, but the main benefit of the Big Green over everything else I've used carpet washer wise is it leaves the carpet so much drier. That is the benefit, because all the weight is pressed against the nozzle and it's bringing up most. I'll have to do a test where I put a certain amount of liquid down and then measure what it's picked up. But if you can afford one of those, they're ridiculously expensive in the UK. They're quite cheap in the USA. I think they're $399 in the USA. It's on offer at the moment at £549. It's normally $649 in the UK. Can't see why it's so much difference, but yeah, that's replacing all my other carpet washers, apart from my vintage things that I'm keeping. I'm still going to keep a smaller... Ooh, focus! Come on, focus. I'm getting a new iPad delivered today. Why is that not focusing? What's gone wrong, folks? It's all a blur. Is it focused? Oh, it's focused now, look. So I'm going to be selling these. So my eBay name is ibasiX_Emporium. Nothing for sale yet. It will be later today. And I normally put a link on my Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, all that Electrolux, somebody, you know, it's still good enough if you've got the tube. I'm not selling it with a tube or nozzle, but I've got 2 of these now, so I don't need 2. But it's pretty clean and tidy. I'm also going to be selling this Miele that I took all the way back from Hungary. Now, somebody might be interested in this. Now, it does have, obviously, this type of plug, but I will be selling it with the adapter. But what's different about this Miele is this one has the power takeoff socket. I could show you this going, I think, if I can. Oh, I've got the adapter. It's very hard doing this, holding my iPad. You see, when I'm making my proper videos, I put it on a tripod. Please don't sell it. I don't know which... I'm selling everything that's here. It's up to me what I want to sell. I'm selling that because I've got one already. I don't need more than one. I'm selling that because I've got two others almost the same. Oh, that Hoover sensor is going as well. Let's unplug. Let's see if that... We'll check there's a bag in this Miele. So this is good if you're in the UK and want a Miele stick vac that you can put a Miele power head on. Because, I'll just double check. Yes, look. This has the power takeoff socket. And I think this is a higher wattage one actually than the black one I've recently shown you. Where is it? Focus, folks. Doesn't like, this iPad doesn't like it. 1500 watts max. Could probably stick to the carpet. Oh, I can't move it. Yeah, still difficult. Ooh, so that's going for sale. I've got a SIBO unused, but I can't find the main carpet and floor nozzle. I've got it somewhere in the garage, so that might not go up today on eBay. Let's move that. So that sensory, that's just been shown on my channel and not used. So I've just recently bought a new sensory. I've got loads of sensories, so I thought, well, I'll sell that one. And that one you've seen recently, I've decided to let that go as well. So yeah, I've got to get rid of a few things to make room for new, you see, because I've got absolutely tons of new ones that I haven't even unboxed. Probably at least 30 that you haven't seen. So I'm having to sort of get rid of quite a lot in order to make room in the house. It's getting a bit full of vacuum cleaners, so I'll just sell some to make the room, get a little bit of money back. Oh, it's raining. Oh dear, it's raining. So the person in my house who was doing the gardening might come through. I said, if you come through, you're live to the nation. You're going to be live on my main channel, not my Roger's Bits and Doings channel that 3 people watch. So if you see something that looks, well, I can't describe what it looks like, but anyway, take no notice, pay no heed. Oh, I've got this Hoover, a U1486 to sell, but I've got 2 of those and I don't know which one that is because I want to sell one of them, but I don't know where the other one is. Again, if I've got more than one of the same thing, I'm going to sell it, like the lovely senior I showed you at the beginning. Let's put that on again. There's a dirty mark there. I don't know where that's come from. This is where I put down lots of my muck in this area. But I'm sure that Bissell, I'll be doing a demo of that soon. And I'm going to clean this carpet. Although it looks clean, I'm sure it's going to do a very good job. It's raining, folks. It's raining in merry old England. Oh, if you're wanting to buy this, by the way, if you're going to bid on it, I have desuppressed her yesterday. Okay, so she's not going to blow. In fact, I'm going to look inside the bag. I cleaned my living room with this earlier. And, oh, can you hear that rain? I'm not sure if you can. This has got a vintage bag in it, so interesting to see if it's got any deep down dirt that other cleaners have left behind. Look, this is old-fashioned, but this will out-clean most of the modern vacuums you can buy now, especially cordless vacuums. It will out-clean. Because the old ways, folks, were the best. Oh, right, hang on, I'm going to have to pop you down. I don't know. I was looking for my stand. I've got a stand for this iPad so I can put it on a tripod, and I couldn't find it. Typical. I'll use this Electrolux nozzle. Hang on, let me try and use that as a stand. It's not going to be, oh dear. That's not going to work. I'm going to do a live again, I think, but I'll plan it properly, and I'll have all the equipment. I know, I'll use this bottle of Auto Glim. That'll be heavy enough. There we are. Can we see now what I'm doing? If you can hear me above the rain. Oh, hecky thump, folks. Right, I'll tip this out. No, it's not, no, well, crikey, there's a lot of dust, right? Wow, I mean, I was expecting to find more rice and lentils from that Hoover Enigma, but I have vacuumed several times since that video. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. That's just been picked up just now. Where's all that come from? Don't know. Anyway, you can't beat the old Hoovers, I'm afraid. Any of you other fans of everything else, for sheer carpet cleaning, especially this sort of pile, you need the famous beats as it sweeps, as it cleans action. As found with the Hoover Senior. This is a 652 something C, whatever. What is it? What is it? Can we see? 6525, is it? Hang on. 6525C. So it's not in the best condition, you know. It's obviously been heavily used, unlike my almost new in the box one. I put a new belt. Could possibly do with some new brushes at some point. But, well, it still works. I think this is from 1973. Let me just have a look. Gosh, can you hear that rain, folks? Yeah, it says 3. I think it's from January 73, folks, so it's an old girl. But she still, you know, she still packs a punch. I can't do anything. I'll have a look at your comments, and then I'll go. It's only a quick live, this, just to say, check out my eBay later today, where you'll hopefully, if I get round to doing it, I'll certainly get that one listed. I think all those three will certainly get listed. The Senior will certainly get listed, and that Miele will. And one of the carpet washers at least, and anything else I can find this time round. But still got lots to sell, but I've also loads to show you that you've not seen. Lots of brand new state-of-the-art cleaners. Right, let's check your comments. Let's go back. Hello Marvin, hello Henry's Vax, hello Ethan's Computers and Vacuums, hello Nikki Vlogs, hello Isaac Howard, hello Jane Clark, hello Jen's Crunchy Vax, that sounds quite disgusting, Elliot Carver, hello, hello Deb from Australia, wonder what time it is in Australia, hello Ethan's Computers and Vacuums, The Collector, hi Roger, what is the oldest vacuum cleaner you own? Mine is a Panasonic MCU G304. I don't know, it'd be one of those Hoover Juniors. I can't remember which. Not the 119. Or is it the one? There's another Junior. Oh no, I suppose the oldest one, which you've never seen, unless you follow me on Instagram, is the Star cleaner that's a pump-operated bellows thing that you have to pump with your hand. So that's sort of a vacuum cleaner. So that would probably be the oldest. And I've lost, you see, when I stop to answer, I lose where I am. Hello Noah Blythe, hello Todd Zero, is that? Hello, it's ya boy Ben. Hello Vac Dude, hello DIY Rich. Hello to Mark Cobra 11 from Germany. There's one of your German cleaners, Mark, from Miele. Hello Michael Trisha Martinez from California. The Vac Dude loves that Hoover. I'm assuming he means the Hoover Senior. Is the Hoover going on eBay? Yes, Isaac. If you live in the UK, you could bid on that one. And all of these vacuums too. Hello, I did you a shout out, DIY Rich. Eric Von Zipper, it's nighttime where I live. Crikey, can you hear the rain, folks? Ooh. It's raining, it's pouring. That's our car. We're getting a new car soon. If you watch my other channel, Roger's Bits and Doings, you'll see the new car that we're getting. Be able to fit loads more vacuum cleaners in it now. Right, hang on. I've lost all your... I shouldn't stop. I shouldn't stop to do other things when I'm trying to read out your comments. The collector, love your videos, but that's probably because I'm a vacuum cleaner collector. Probably. Can you hire one of them? One of what? Get a rug doctor in... Well, I've already done the rug doctor, Hoover King, and that's why it's been sold a long time ago. That is far superior. I've had both. I've had the big rug doctor that only cleans in the backward stroke. You can't empty out the clean water without tipping the whole thing up. Absolutely ludicrous design. That is what I'd have. I've got a rug doctor. Well, I said I had it, sold it, because I didn't like it. So I've used one. And for me, that Bissell is better. And that's from my own personal experience, folks. Does Roger have a Miele Cordless? Clearly you don't watch my channel, Zeph the Bus Greek. Yes, I do. That's not very good either. Tiny little capacity, awkward to empty. They should have made it bagged. Hello, Aaron Bloomberg. My current washing machine, I'm not going in there at the moment. It's the AG, whatever it's called, Lavamat, so-and-so, and the matching dryer. I've shown those on my channel, so that's my current machine. Still works. Will I still do vacuum cleaner videos in the future? Yes, providing I'm not dead. I've done loads of toy. I'm not doing any toy I've got a few more toy vacuums you haven't seen. If you didn't see my well, crikey, it was not last Christmas, the Christmas before. I did 24 toy vacuum cleaners in my Advent series, plus all the other ones I've done, so I must have done well over 30. I am downsizing, Deb. You know, I've been selling a lot of my cleaners for the past few months. But I still have loads more that I want to sell, but I haven't even unboxed. I need to unbox them, make videos, and then sell them. I am downsizing, yes. £3 max fee? No, it's not a £3 max fee, is it, Elliot? I thought it was 50% off something. There is some offer, that's why I'm selling this weekend. Isaac Howard, yeah, I like bagged vacuums more. Only bagless I like are Dysons. Oh, I can't say Dyson without saying Dyson. I don't know why. That's interesting. Has had awful experience with Dysons. Marvin doesn't hear any rain. Well, I can hear it. The tiny microphone on this iPad is possibly not picking it up. There's Audrey Forbes Hamilton from Grantley Manor. Good morning, Audrey. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Appliance Central. Ellis Fletcher says, I'm getting my first ever vacuum in 17 years. I'm excited. Yo, you man better not outbid me. Well, I'm not planning on buying any. Hello to Pop Tart Drum Studios. Dawid, I can't pronounce your surname. I very, very love your video about vacuum cleaner. I am Polish, but lives in London, England. I wouldn't want to live in London, England. Oh, crikey. No. It's not the nicest place to live in, and it's extremely expensive. I've visited London many, many times. Crikey. Surely you can hear the rain now. Wow, it's... Can't see it. It's absolutely tipping it down, folks. Hang on, let's have a look over here. It is raining, I can assure you. Right, I'll just quickly go through your things and then I'll have to go because I think a certain someone wants to come through into the living room. And we wouldn't want that. It's 5:19, well it was, on the east coast of America, says John McFerrin. And it's 6:50 p.m. in Australia, says Deb. What's going on with Mark's new car, says Matt Poyser. Well, I made a video on Roger's bits and doings. He has paid a deposit on his new, well, an 8-month-old Skoda Karoq. Good morning from Bristol, says Christian Moss. Crikey, it really is coming down. What's that noise? I can hear a funny noise. Oh. Sounds like we sprung a leak somewhere. Didn't put it past the builders of this house. We already had a leaky roof when we first moved in. Anyway, we need the rain, don't we? Right, what would I, that's interesting, what would I recommend as a full buy? What do you mean a full buy? Not sure what you mean by that. I've always said the Subo Felix for general use, for an upright, I would recommend that. Jake Alley needs to cut his grass. Pop Tart Drum Studios, what do you think about pneumatics build quality since 2017? Do you think it's gone down, and do you also think the variants are ridiculous? Yes and yes. There are far too many. People keep saying, do a pneumatic, what was the last one I was asked for? Was it, no, I think I've done, spring clean, and I keep asked, and they're all the same, they just come with different tools. I did the Clean Air one, which is basically the Henry Allergy in a different colour, but with extra tools. The basic units are all the same, they might have different filters. There's no point in keep buying loads and loads of the same, I haven't got room for them. I have got a new, well, it was new when I bought it, it is new. I've got another pneumatic to show you that's a bit different coming up soon that I haven't sort of made a video of yet, but I will be. But unless they bring out anything totally new, I don't see much reason to show any more pneumatics. It's just so similar. Have I done a maintenance video on the Dyson V8? I've done some. They're all muchness. I think it was a V. I did one on the Fluffy, I think, didn't I? Adrian and Alex, Unbox Therapy Speakers JB. I can't read the rest of that. Hello from Los Angeles. The Green Bissell, can you hire one of them? Well, I think you can hire them in the USA. I don't know if you can hire them in the UK. It's all rug doctors that you see. I don't think pneumatic, they haven't switched to Chinese factories. They still make them in this country, but they've been using Chinese parts for ages. So, as most, if it says made in UK, made in USA, a lot of the parts are foreign. It's not like the old days when they made the parts themselves. If you can't get a vacuum from your home country, then made in Germany vacuums are the next best thing, in my opinion. Abia, did I end up getting that Sensortronic? Do you mean the Sensortronic 1400? Yes, I did get that. It's it needs a lot of work. Covered in carbon dust. Broken extension wands. I managed to replace one of the wands. I found a seller that still had one, but only one in stock. I think I've got another one somewhere, so. End 17th of May will appear when you go. Right. Oh, it stopped raining. The sun's coming out now. Simon, I'm sorry, Simon, I can't pronounce your surname. We recently bought a Cibo Felix on your recommendation. We are very pleased with it. It's sunny in Leicester. Hello, Freya. Well, Jay Callie, if you've got a Miele washing machine, dryer and dishwasher, you need to try a Miele vacuum, although the quality of Miele vacuums has gone down a bit as well. There will be a video on the Alpina 1600 at some point. I did a quick video on my Instagram, I think, of that one. I went Instagram live. No, it's not thundering, Isaac. Hugh Mann says, Henry and Cibo Felix are all anyone needs. Well, I suppose, yes. A Henry for all your nooks and crannies in your car and your dirtier jobs, and the Cibo for everything else. That, well, you'd need a carpet washer as well, I think, if you've got lots of carpet. Doctor Who fan TARDIS, random hypothetical question. If Hoover were to relaunch/release any old/classic vacuum as part of a retro line, what would you choose? A release junior or turbo power would be amazing. Well, that's very hypothetical, because that will never ever happen, especially now that Hoover in the UK are owned by a Chinese company. They're not even owned by an Italian company, Candy, anymore, because Candy was bought out by Haier. So big thumbs down to anything made by Hoover now. So even if they did, it wouldn't be very good. You saw the Hoover Enigma. Oh, by the way, folks, I'm still waiting for Hoover to get back to me. I did complain that my 300-watt Hoover Enigma contained a 250-watt motor. They asked me to send proof, so I showed them a photograph, and they wanted proof that it's that they say it's a 350-watt. I said it's all over your box. It's in the list. Every website that sells that cleaner says it's 350 watts. They'll make some excuse. I'm going to get one of those plug-in wattage meters that shows you how much your appliance is what wattage your appliance is using. So we'll find out, won't we? I'll make a big stink about that. I might. I mean, what do you expect? Even with a 350 watt motor, it'd be pretty dire. Oh yes, I'd probably like to see a turbo. Well, I don't know, because I've got them all the first time round, so I can't see them. What would they release? I mean, people don't want that sort of cleaner anymore. What about a cordless turbo power then? Yes, cordless turbo power. Yes, if they could make a cordless cleaner with the same carpet cleaning ability as a Hoover Turbo Power, that would be very good. That would beat anything on the market today. Right, hang on a minute. Oh. Anyone who knows Roger's Instagram, it's just Ibasic. Just type that into Instagram, you should find it, unless someone's copied my name, but you'll be fairly aware it's mine when you see the pictures, because you'll see pictures taken in front of those curtains, a lot of the pictures, so you'll know it's my account. And I have Facebook as well, and that's just Ibasic. Right, well, the rain has stopped. I think the sun is coming. Candy are terrible. Well, Hoover have gone downhill since they moved to China, since Candy bought them. Hoover was still decent in the 90s. They're not anymore. But I'm not bothered, because I've got more or less all the vintage machines I want. I can remember what a once great company Hoover were. I mean, that cleaner, 73, still works. Picks up better than most of the new stuff. What toilet cleaner do you use? Just plain bleach normally, or sometimes like Ecova or something that smells. But bleach is the thing that gets off the things that stick to toilet bowls, if you know what I mean. And bleach, despite what you might think it's one of the most environmentally friendly toilet cleaners. because I think it breaks down into a harmless substance when it's in the sewage system. So a nice bit of bleach down my U-bend. That's the best thing. I can't see all your comment and all your doodahs, folks. Just trying to get through. I'll have to go shortly. Jake's off to get on with his housework. Well, I should be getting on with taking photos of all these cleaners so I can put them on eBay. Crow XTR, I like the concept of the Shark Vac Mop Pro. We can't get that in the UK, by the way. It has a disposable part that has the bin and the mop together, so after every use you just throw everything away. Doesn't sound very environmentally friendly though, does it? What's the rarest vacuum? I've no idea. Oh, right. Full buy then, well, I'll say Felix again, Cibo Felix. If you just want a cleaner that's going to be a daily driver and reliable and does the job. My mum's had her Felix for, crikey, 15 years. Lock.2, hey, I'm Basic. I've been here since, not sure, roughly you had 20k to 40k-ish in 2018. Just wanted to stop by to say, I'm in my teens and been collecting vacs since I was 7, got around 35. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Lock.2. No way the Enigma will last that long. It will probably last 3 to 5 years. Crikey, that is optimistic. Although being a low wattage motor, I think people will get rid of the Enigma when the belt goes and not realise how to change the belt. And that's something else I said to Hoover. You're saying to remove 2 screws in the instruction book of that Enigma, and yet you have to remove 7, I think it is, 7 screws. Absolutely ridiculous. Don't get a shark. Which is your favourite cordless shark? Well, if you have to get a shark, I can't remember what model it is. It's the one I did around 2 Christmases ago. I've got a Christmas jumper on, that model. I think that's a Which Best Buy. I do like the mini upright style, but it doesn't perform as well, I don't think, as that other shark. I say I can't remember, but it's a couple of years ago in December I uploaded the video of that. Will I be posting videos of my Whitby holiday? If I can find any footage, that'll be on my other channel, Roger's Bits and Doings. Isaac Howard, I have a white and red Pure Power. It's like 20 times better than the Enigma. The EU rules was final nail in Hoover coffin. You know why I think they've done a 250 watt motor in the Enigma? I think they couldn't get it quiet enough to reach the 80 decibel level. I think if they went up to a higher wattage, because they could have put a 900 watt motor in that Enigma, but I reckon they couldn't get it quiet enough, so they had to put in the lowest wattage motor because it's the quietest. It's lovely and quiet. Doesn't pick much up. I have the red and white Pure Power. I did a video of that. That does perform pretty well, and that was I think that was only about 750 watts, but it was more than 80 decibels. So Gobind Shergill, what do you forecast the future of Hoover in China as? Is it possible for Hoover to get worse? Yes, it is possible for Hoover to get worse. I do have a new Hoover that I'm not showing you yet, one of their new H3, I can't remember. It's quite a nice little slim, lightweight machine. It's quite a good design. I've not tried it out yet. But look, the majority of people that aren't interested in the history or wouldn't even know about the history of Hoover, although if you show the majority of people one of those, they would say, oh, my nan had one of those, or my mum had one of those. So they'd know what a Hoover is. But they're not, vacuum cleaner companies aren't interested in what the history is. They're just interested in what profits they can make in the future and now. So they will just churn out what sells. If people don't buy something, they'll discontinue it. I'm surprised the Enigma is still going, but there are some people that still want a bagged upright vacuum cleaner, and there's not a lot in the UK that they can choose from. It would be nice to see Pneumatic doing an upright. Speaking of pneumatic, folks, does any of you remember in UK, Pneumatic did a competition ages ago where they wanted us to rename the yellow Hetty, and the one that got the most votes, they would make a limited edition Hetty but called something else. And I put Daisy as a suggestion because daisies are yellow and thought it would suit, and I've got a dog called Daisy. I've not heard anything since. I'm sure they haven't done that. I think it's appalling. I'm sure they've not done that competition, yet they've got everyone to ask about it. So I'm going to have to find out what happened to that, because I'm sure they didn't produce it. So Hoover will still be a company because now they've got the big Chinese company of Haier, and as we all know, Chinese companies are taking over the world. They're buying up everything. They're buying up land. They're buying up every company. So I'm trying not to buy Chinese goods. It's very difficult. There is one vacuum I've got my eye on for a long time, a few months now, but it's so ridiculously expensive. I'm waiting for a discount code. That's interesting, says, I nearly threw up when I saw my local Pizza Express using a goblin to hoover up olives. Or was it a goblin wet and dry? I can't review the Tasky Go. No, sorry. No, Elliot, I decided not to use my YouTube. I just sent them the picture. I nearly said, well, here's a video, but it went on for far too long. I could have said, well, here's the point in the video where I show the motor. They know. Hoover know. They can't be that stupid. And, you know, but we'll see if they get back to me. I'm not holding my breath over that. Who's spamming? Fortnite Nerd is spamming. I can't see where Fortnite Nerd has spammed. Do I still have my brand new DC01? Yes, I do. That's interesting, says, I don't get my Nan. She uses a bagged Panasonic and doesn't even use the motor I said. Well, if your Nan's happy with her bagged Panasonic, then that's fine. Do I have moderators? I have some, but they're probably not watching. How is your experience of the G-Tech Pro bagged Cordless? Well, I haven't used it very much. It's okay. It's a bit bulky, a bit noisy. I'm looking to go all bagged, folks, for everything. I tend to use bagged vacuums. At the moment, the vacuum I'm using the most is my Vorwerk Tiger, which is excellent at keeping the muck in. The bags are fantastic on the Vorwerks. They don't let any dirt out or smells. Fantastic. So I'm using that, and I'm wanting to go bagged cordless. And I do have my eye on the Vorwerk VB100, but the set I want's £1,249 for the ultimate set. I've already bought the upholstery set for that with a powered hose in readiness of buying that machine, but I'm waiting and hoping that there'll be some discount offered on that machine, because I'm not paying £1,249 for a cordless vacuum, no matter how many bits it's got with it. But I do want that ultimately. And then I'll be all bagged. All my cleaning will be bagged, folks. I use the bagless as well, but or the other option, I do have some bagless cleaners that actually, well, a robotic one. You've not seen them yet. I've got a robotic Roomba and a Samsung that, although are bagless, all the dirt out of them is sucked into a bag using another machine. With the iRobot, it does it automatically on the dock, and with the Samsung, that came with a special an additional unit that sucks the dirt out of the bin. It sounds ludicrous, but it's quite a good idea. $100K special video. Well, if I ever get to 100K before I pass on, before I kick the bucket. Might not do though. Do I still use the Halo capsule? No, that was sold a few weeks ago. Somebody else is using it and they're happy with it. I don't agree. That's interesting. Not all. Well, of course, I'm using a Chinese-made iPad, But I'm talking about Chinese companies. I'm talking about Chinese-owned companies, not American, British or German-owned companies. I'm talking about Chinese-owned companies. I know everybody uses parts from China, even if they make them in the home country. I'm talking about countries that all the profit goes back to them in China. But that's why I like German companies, especially Sibo. They certainly make a lot of their own parts. And I think Vorwerk do as well. I'd rather support a German company than a Chinese one. But that's just me. Yes, Elliot, it is. Vorwerks are expensive and they are overpriced. I do like them though. Hello, Mark from Florida. I don't know why Vorwerks are so expensive, because people are silly enough like me to pay for them. Yes, bagged is better. Pop-Tart Drum Studios. I believe, yes, Elliot, bagged hoovers, if you're going to use the generic term, are better at retaining dust if they're a decent bag. We don't get Riccar in this country. Crow XTR. We never have had Riccar. Do you think I'll show my face and come again? No, because I'm hideous. I show my face on my other channel that nobody watches, so you can see what I look like now. If you go to Roger's Bits and Doings, if you search for that channel, I do other things. You see, I'm not just into vacuum cleaners, I do other things. It's amazing. I go on holiday and I moan about the current state of the world. Yes, it is the Samsung Jet, Marvin. Have I seen the Henry Spring Clean? Have I done that Spring Clean model? Haven't I done that one? I think I've done the Henry Spring Clean. I can't check my channel. I'm sure I've done the Henry Spring Clean. It's just, is that the one? I think that's the one. Yes, I got that. I've done that recently. It's basically a Henry, but it's got the Henry allergy filter and some extra tools. But that is the one I'd go for if it's cheap enough. I think it was on offer, because it has most of the bits plus a better filter. But yeah, there's too many Henrys, folks. So I'm not interested in pneumatic at the moment, because unless they produce something brand new, like an upright that many people have asked for. Oh, heck, my legs are falling asleep. Sorry, I haven't got any decent socks on. Oh, hang on. Oh, gonna have to clear up that mess, aren't I, that I left, but I can't do it with the Hoover because it'll take me half a day to put that bag on. Let's just go here and... But there's my other Electrolux in the hall. This is the one I showed you on Friday. More or less the same, isn't it? It is slightly better though, look at that. See that? It's only very slightly better. The motor sounds smoother as well. So I'm keeping that one and selling that one. No, in the hall, I've got this. This isn't bad. You know, my partner's been using it and he likes it. It sounds noisy. Oh heck, right, somebody's coming through. You better go through, Mark. I'm live to the nation. I'll just have to point the camera. Very camera shy. Taking Daisy with him. Go on, Molly, off you go. Go on. Bye bye, Molly Moo. That's it. Oh, he's been hiding in the kitchen waiting to come through, I think. Right, oh. So, for a quick clean-up machine, you know, it's fine. You have to empty it every time, of course, but it's good for just, oops, whipping out. It's nice and slim. So yeah, here's my two Electroluxes. So I've decided not to open this up. I was given a very good tip, which I'll share with you, from, I've forgotten. I know his eBay name. Secret Agent Stark, is it? Anyway. Oh, crikey. I'm sorry I've forgotten his name. It's terrible. He's a Facebook friend of mine. Anyway, secret agent start. This, to get into one of these, you have to undo 2 screws behind this panel, which is stuck down. So you do need to put some heat on these, okay, to melt the glue. But a good suggestion was you get some dental floss, or I think dental tape, and then once you've sort of managed to get a bit of the Shannon, it's Shannon, which is a male name as well as a female name. Shannon told me. Yes, once you've softened the glue, instead of trying to lever the panel off with a screwdriver, you get dental floss or dental tape, and then you can sort of get it in and then pass it through to release it with no damage. I thought that was an excellent idea. I decided not to open this one up. I can't find, if you remember watching the video on Friday, I've now got the complete thing, but I took it from that. This was missing that piece. Now, I was going to open it up to see if that piece was inside, but it's a lot of a faff to open that up. And I've had it upside down, and I've unwound all the cable, and I can't, I don't think, in fact, I don't think it could fit inside, to be honest. Oh yes, I don't think it would fit in there. Would it? No, I don't think it would even go through that. So, well, it's not inside, so I don't know why it's not. Anyway, so I'm not opening this up. It sounds smooth enough. I don't want to risk damaging it. That one's for sale. I've got 2 Electrolux 350Es though, which are the more deluxe version of this. One of them will catch fire, I'm pretty sure, if I was to leave it on. I haven't shown you that video yet. I think I bought that from a collector who said it was working. Well, it does switch on and make a noise, but that, yeah, it will catch fire if I was to leave it on. So I've got 2 350Es. I'm going to take the motor out of one and put it in the other one, which is in better condition externally. So I will be opening up one of those. But this one that you saw on Friday, I think it's good enough. It needs a bit more cleaning. I gave it a little bit of a polish, but it does need a bit more cleaning. But there's no point, if it's not too bad, opening things up can cause more trouble, I think, than it's worth. So I'd rather keep it completely undamaged. There's a difference as well I didn't notice when I was doing the video. This model is later than that one, and you'll know because of the wheels. This has got the later black wheels, and the one I'm selling on eBay soon, today, has got the colour-coded wheels, so that's a bit different. Right, I'll just catch up with your doodahs. I don't know why I bother doing lives, really. 94 viewers. Well, it's more than I get on my other channel, though. But then again, I haven't promoted this. I just did it off the cuff, you know. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if there's any comments. I've gone far too far back. Oh, well, the rain stopped now anyway, so that's good. When are you showing as a washing machine video? I'm not sure. My channel is mainly vacuum cleaners. I do have a hot point washer dryer that I've recorded a video in a holiday cottage. You see, the thing is, if I put up a washing machine video, I'll get so many complaints. That's why I don't do a lot of things, folks. I would be uploading 3 videos a week. I've got enough stuff to upload 3 videos a week, but I'm well aware that there are videos that are due. And if I put something up that's not expected, I'll get complaints. So that's why you don't see so many videos, because I'm stupid enough to be bothered about people saying, oh, you said you were going to do this, that and the other. Well, I plan to do this, that and the other, but it's finding the time. And you know, like the Thomas, that needs videos made. Even the Vorwerk VK200, that needs videos made. There's so many. But I've already got lots of videos I've pre-made, but if I keep putting those up, you'll get maybe 3 new videos a week, but they won't be what some people, and that's what puts me off. Even one comment, I got one comment from one person from Friday's video of that. I thought, shall I put that up? And I thought, oh, I'll just put it up. But I got one comment saying, when are you going to unbox so-and-so? So that's why, folks, I should just put stuff up, shouldn't I? I shouldn't be bothered. Just do it. I think I will, once I get myself sorted. Right. hang on, I've got some more comments. I'll just finish off with these comments and then I'll go, I think. So I've really got to start I got my light set up to photograph these for eBay, and I thought I'll do a quick video saying that I'm going to... No, we don't get Riccar in the UK vac. We get Takani, yes, and Truvox, but not Riccar branded vacuums. I'm not interested. I wanted to buy, folks, from Amazon.com, American Amazon. I wanted to buy one of those cordless bagged Hoover uprights. It's almost identical to the OREC one, you know the one I mean if you're in the USA. And it said, shipping to the UK. When I tried to buy it, this is not available to be shipped. So you would have seen that had Amazon let me buy it. So I've got money in my Amazon.com account. About $400 of credit in that account, but I have nothing I want to buy. Trouble is, you see, for $400 I could buy a $150 vacuum cleaner. The rest of it goes on import charges and shipping. So I have to be quite careful what I buy because they cost so much. I've done the Henry. Did I? Isaac Coward, yeah, bagged are better at keeping dust in, but my favourite Dyson is a DC20. That's okay, I did that a long time ago, one of those. Can I do a Hoover airlift steerable? No, because it's not available in this country and it would cost me too much. It's basically a Vax airlift, which I'm not planning on doing. Vax are absolute, I won't say a rude word. They're not very good. I've still got my Vax 6131 that failed within 2 weeks. Rang up Vax, they told me to return it to the shop, despite what it says on the box and on the machine. So I've got to buy a new pump for that after 2 weeks. I don't like Vax because of I've had so many reliability problems with Vax that are almost new out of the box. Have I ever sucked up a live wasp? No, I don't suck up live wasps. I don't suck up live spiders. I don't suck up live beetles. I try to avoid harming anything. With I feel remorseful if I accidentally step on a snail when I'm walking down the path. So I don't try and cause harm to any living creature, even wasps. Henry Air Clean. Oh, well, the air clean and the spring clean, I think they're about the same. They're all the same, Henrys. They're all the same. Do you like the ball? No, I don't really like the Dyson Ball Animal 2. I'll start selling my Dysons at some point. When I get to a point of keeping the collection I want to keep, it's mainly going to be classic Hoovers and Electroluxes, basically. And some Sebos and Miele's. A lot of the others will be sold. I'll still be buying new vacuums to show you on the channel, but then once I've done whatever I need to do with them, I'll sell them on. Oh, Ellis won an auction. What did you win, Ellis? I've never seen a toothbrush that looks like that. The shark doesn't look... I don't think it looks like a large toothbrush. Someone told me it looked like a sawn-off shotgun. No, my current washer, it's the AEG one. It's on my channel. That's my current washer. I've done a video of that. It doesn't look any different. Doctor Who Fantalis, do you think it's possible for a soft-bagged cordless upright to be released in the UK? There's the Truvox Valet, but could there be a market for domestic manufacturers? Well, I almost bought a Truvox Valet for £300. I had it in my watch list on eBay, but it got sold. There is a market, because there is a market in the USA. You can get the OREC and Hoover cordless bagged uprights that are basically an OREC, a cordless OREC. I think personally one of those would sell in this country if they make them a bit cheaper. For some reason the OREC version is a lot more expensive than the Hoover version in the USA, and yet they look identical to me. I wanted to buy the Hoover version because it looks better, but I couldn't buy it, and they wouldn't import it. I couldn't get it. So I could see Vax, because Vax and Hoover USA are part of the same company, TTI Industries, Tectonic, whatever, you know. They're the same parent. So it's possible we might get a Vax branded cordless bag upright in this country, because we do get quite a few of the Hoover branded stuff from the USA branded as Vax in this country. And everyone tells me, they've copied Hoover, they've copied Hoover. They haven't copied Hoover, it's the same company. They've just market the same model under a different brand name in different countries. So they've not done any copying. So look, for example, that Vax there, you can buy that as a Hoover in the USA. It's not copied, it's the same company, same manufacturer, you see. I think Hoover / Vax are copying Bissell though, because their latest machine with the auto rinse feature looks very similar to that Bissell. I mean, that's blatant copying in my view, and they are different companies. Oh, I've got a message. Oh, I don't want to see that. Right. My eBay account is, you won't find anything yet, but it's ibasiX_Emporium. And I'm only I'm only selling to the UK, I'm afraid, because it costs too much to export. People won't pay, probably be £200 to send, and then you've got import charges. It never goes well shipping outside the country. Matt Poyser's just bought a 160 Henry. I think they're on offer about £100 at the moment, the 160s. Good value. I don't like my new carpet. I keep saying it's awful. It's not. It doesn't work well. I've got some new sort of carpet offcuts that I'll be demonstrating with. And I've lost all your doodahs. What's the loudest vacuum I have? Well, that's the Loudest carpet washer. I don't know. Oh, I think it'll be a Dyson. Is it a Dyson DC33? I've not shown yet. They're the ones I need ear defenders for. The carpet washers tend to. I need ear defenders wearing that. We're using that. The Bissell Big Green isn't quite as loud as that. Just post the videos, I'm being told. Just post them anyway, even if they're not what people want. I think I might just start posting them. I mean, I must have at least 30 or more videos I've recorded, even some years ago, that I just put them out. Because a lot of you will still find them interesting, but I just tend to get upset by the one or two that say, you haven't done this, that and the other, and I'm thinking, do you pay my wages? I should really just I need to be thicker skinned, folks. I'm a lot thicker skinned than I used to be, that's for sure. Can I unbox a Henry? Gary Freeman, I've unboxed, I don't know how many Henrys. Loads of Henrys. Have you not checked my pneumatic playlist? There's absolutely loads. I'm not going to unbox a new Henry until there's something new. I have got another pneumatic to show everyone. A pneumatic with a face. It's an older model with a stick-on face, not a 3D face. It's one you have to stick on. And I will be sticking the face on in the video. But that's the only... The next video on Roger's Bits and Doings, Paula, I think is this... Oh, Paula? Yes, that's Paula. Is today, sometime this evening, my first caravan video from the Lake District. I'll be uploading that. Can I unbox a Vax carpet cleaner? I've unboxed many Vax carpet cleaners, including this one. What's my favourite Hoover? I don't really have a favourite. Vacuum me daddy, says the founding fathers. I'm not sure who he's talking to. Have I ever used the Lindhouse? No, don't want to. I think they're hideous looking things. Is it possible to remove central filter / tube in a shark Duo Clean Cordless? I don't think so. Some of them you can't remove. Silas Devore, or Devore, is it? Seems like every vacuum company are just a label for another one. Eventually, it'll all be one big parent company somewhere in China. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully, we'll still get some quality cleaners. Right, Elliot's off. I've sent Elliot to sleep. He's off to do some work, I think. Oh yes, that Oric. Oh, you're right, Audrey. That Oric. I think there's something wrong with that. I think the fan blades are rubbing. I've still got that Oric. I've got some Arabic, I think. I can't read that. I've done a few Kirby big mess tests. I did one with my Kirby, the blue one, the Tradition. Now that's going to be sold as well. The Tradition will be sold and the Classic will be sold. I'm keeping my Kirby Diamond Edition though. That's the only Kirby I'll be keeping. Audrey Forbes Hamilton says, some people are very rude and direct in the comments. Get this, do that. When are you going to do the other? I blame the parents. Well, Audrey, we're of a generation where we wouldn't dream of speaking to someone older than ourselves and demanding stuff. And we were used to being told, no, you can't have this, you can't have that. You know, so yeah, it is mainly, I have to say, it is mainly younger people, I think, that say things. Often I just ignore it. I don't tend to take the bait anymore. I used to. I don't. If they've been very, very rude to me, which some children have absolutely said some hideous swear words, then I've made them semi-famous by posting their comments up on my other social media. In one case, I even found the person's Facebook page. I thought, shall I tell your parents? Because I'm sure a lot of these children saying these nasty things, if I was to tell their parents, perhaps, but then again, if they're doing this, the parents probably aren't very, you know, good at parenting. I don't know. I'm too old. But I certainly, it didn't stop me from sulking when I was told, no, you can't have it, but I was told, no, you can't have it. You can't expect, but no, you would never dream of demanding stuff from someone. It would not happen. Do you think Sully the Scottish Fold, do you think Hoovers would have evolved the way they did if it wasn't for Mr. Dyson? Oh, I can't bear that man. We wouldn't have so many if Hoover had done what they should have done and bought Dyson's patents because they were offered them, because they were thinking, I believe, of they could have bought the technology and then buried it and kept bagged cleaners, but because Dyson marketed the cleaners so well and people thought, oh, it's silly to have a bag, why do we have to buy a bag for cleaners? And so because they became more and more popular, then other manufacturers thought, hang on, he's taking a big slice of our market, we're going to have to get in on that market and make our own bagless. So there's some companies you'd think they'd never do that in a million years, like Miele. You'd think Miele, they're never going to go bagless. All the times they've said bags are best. Even Miele went bagless. I don't know if SIBO ever will. You know, you never know. So yes, I think Dyson certainly changed the vacuum cleaner market. For the good or for the worst, who knows? Right, Right, I'm just going to quickly finish your questions and then go, I think, because I can't feel my legs. I can't feel them, there's nothing there. Well, it's my feet, really. I'm going to have to do a silly walk when I get up. Hello, Gary Freeman. What are your thoughts on new Beko vacuums? Just more Chinese rubbish. Just more Chinese rubbish. What do you think about ducted vacuum central vacuum systems? They're virtually unheard of in the UK. And I don't have a big enough house to... Well, I like the idea of having a central vacuum and a built-in system where you connect a hose to the wall, but they're not something that you'll find in the UK Most people would never even heard of them, to be honest. Why don't I do Patreon? Because, thank you for asking, Alexander. I just feel very uncomfortable. I used to get donations. I used to do it at Christmas, if you might remember. I used to have an Amazon wish list, and some very kind people bought me vacuums and other things. But I just felt uncomfortable with it, asking for stuff. And what I hate seeing, I don't watch many big YouTube channels, but sometimes I come across some, and the first thing they do is ask you for stuff, and yet they've got millions of subscribers, and I'm thinking, hang on, you shouldn't be asking for stuff. If you've got millions of subscribers, you should be earning enough money from the adverts. So it's very unlikely I'll get my begging bowl out, because I just don't feel comfortable with it. So and then you also feel obliged, you know. If I had Patreon and said, oh, if you pay, you know, £5 a month or $5 a month, you get exclusive content. Well, I haven't got time to make the exclusive content, for one. And you do feel more obliged to people that have kindly donated. You feel, oh, I've got to do this, got to do that. And I can't, no, I'm not doing it. It's very unlikely I'll do that unless I'm destitute and need the money. I can't see myself getting the begging bowl out, because it is basically, in my opinion, I mean, a lot of people are quite happy to donate, and that's fine, but to me it's begging. It's just modern begging. It's online begging, and I've done it in the past, never felt comfortable with it, so I don't do it anymore. I'm not going to do it. He says, I don't think I ever will, to be honest. Again, I'm quite happy with the just getting the revenue from the adverts. It's enough. I don't need to. And I very rarely accept free vacuums from companies now, especially I do from big companies that people have heard of, but I get so many requests from Chinese companies that contact me and say, oh, can you do this? And I just don't take any notice of them. All right, it's more content for you to watch, but again, it's more pressure for me. If I've had something free, I feel, oh, I've got to go and do this. If I'm working on my own and paying for everything myself, which 99.5% of the stuff I show you I've paid for myself. If I paid for it myself, it's up to me when I decide to do a video on it, and I can be completely independent and say what I want without feeling, oh, I need to be a little bit less harsh because I got this for free. So I'm a bit distrustful of influencers. So I'm not an influencer. I don't class myself as an influencer. If I recommend a vacuum to you, it's a true recommendation. You see, the vacuum I recommend, if people want a vacuum, a bagged vacuum especially, and they ask me for a recommendation, I will say the Sebo Felix, despite the fact that I've had nothing from Sebo ever. You know, it's my personal opinion from using all these vacuums. So I try to keep as independent as I can. So by doing Patreon, by accepting free stuff, by, you know, promoting things all the time that I've got free, it just makes, I think, I'm not saying everyone's untrustworthy that does that, but to me, I want to be independent. I don't want to be getting free stuff. If Volvo, though, offer me the free, the VB100 that I'm after, their cordless upright, then yes, I'll snatch that out of their hands. But otherwise, no. That was a bit of a rant. Yes, I found the other Electrolux. I found it in my loft. I didn't know where it was. I sorted out my top loft and I listed all the cleaners up there. Actually, I can, and there was, it's amazing how many I got up there, because it's a tiny loft, because my bedroom's in the loft. So it's only a really small area that I can only crawl in, but I still managed to fit 30 odd vacuums in there. And I thought, oh, that's where it is. So one of the vacuums that was up there was, oh, that Electrolux, which I'm selling. And another was the Hoover Senior that I was showing you earlier, which I'm going to sell that one. Yes, I've made a list. Let's have a look if I can find it in my pad. I wrote it in my pad. I did the old-fashioned thing of getting a pen and a pad out. Oh, is it in this pad? Oh, here it is. I've written it out. Top loft. So in my top loft, I've got... Hang on, I'm going to have to stand up. My legs have fallen to sleep, folks. Perhaps I'll sit down. Oh, crikey. Oh, I nearly fell over. Oh. I nearly went A over T then, or T over A. Ooh, that's better. Get some blood. So in my top loft, I've got the grey Hoover Junior, that metal-bodied one. I've got the exclusive Dirt Searcher Junior. I've got a Burgundy Turbo Power. I've got a U1060 Turbo Power Total. I've got a U4002 Yellow Hoover Senior. I've got Hoover 612. I've got Hoover 119. I've got a red Turbo Power 2. I've got Turbo Power 2 Auto Sense in grey. I've got a Moulinex Carvac. I've got a Hoover 912A. An Electrolux 305, an Electrolux 380 Turbomatic, a Sebo C2 Total, a Hoover Sensatronic System 2, a Hoover Sensatronic System 30, an Electrolux 302, Hoover U910 Junior Tools, a Hoover Dust Vac, a Hoover Commercial Celebrity, and 2 Hoover Junior Toolkits. Oh, hang on, I've gone on to another page. A Vorwerk VK121, a Vax 121, Hoover 119 Tools, and a Hoover Aquamaster. And if you saw the size of my top loft, you'll think, how on earth did he get that many cleaners in there? But I'm used to fitting a lot of things into tight spaces, folks. And that's not a rude comment, I am. So that's just what's in my top loft. And then I've got other loft spaces in my bedroom, a front loft and a back loft. I've got a garage full, and I've also got my mum's loft full. Oh, sorry, and a storage unit, which is why I'm selling some vacuum cleaners. What do I think about backpack vacuum cleaners? Well, I sold one recently, that green thing. I've still got a pneumatic one, and my Vorwerk VK200 you can use as a backpack vacuum. They're not something I tend to use. They're good, I suppose, for some situations. Cleaning stairs, you could do stairs without having to carry the vacuum. If you need to clean up something high, up a ladder, then you can use it. I think in a domestic situation, backpack vacuums are pretty sort of limited. A backpack cordless one would be even better, I suppose. You can get cordless ones where you're completely free to go wherever you like. You could walk in the Lake District wearing a backpack vacuum, but then again, you'd probably get some funny looks. Hello, Jaden Freeman. Are those canister dual fan or single fan? I'm not sure. If you're talking about these ones, they're probably dual fan. I don't know. I've never opened them up. You can't really open up Electrolux motors as much as some Hoover ones. I do have an Electrolux service book, which will probably show the motor, but I can't get it at the moment. Has Dyson ever given you anything free? Dyson have never given me anything free, and if Dyson ever offered me anything free, hell would have frozen over, I think. I don't think they'll ever offer me anything free because I'm not a Dyson fanboy. I think they tend to give Dysons to big tech channels for some reason because Dyson are classed as a tech product. They're a vacuum cleaner, folks. I don't know how they've managed it, but they've managed to take the humble vacuum cleaner. In my day, children, vacuum cleaners were just basic, boring things that people had no interest in. But now they're a status symbol, and that's a lot down to Dyson with their marketing. And now they're sort of classed like Apple products, you know, or you've got to queue up and get the latest one, the V15, which is not available in this country in case you want me to buy one. So, what was the question? Oh dear, I can't remember. I don't know why I said that. Oh yes, it was about Dyson giving. Yeah, Dyson haven't and won't. I'm pretty sure they never will. And even if they did, I'd say no, thank you. Because there's too many channels on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook with people getting free stuff all the time and just flogging it and saying this is marvellous. I know I've had free things. I'm not saying I haven't, but I will refuse anything from Dyson. I said the only thing I might take is a Vorwerk because it's very expensive. I will eventually buy the cordless Vorwerk because I'm really wanting it. But that's because I really want to buy it. Most of the stuff I get free, I probably wouldn't have bought. There are a few models I've had free which I would have wanted to buy anyway. But a lot of them I would never have bought anyway. So I'd rather just buy what I want, to be frank. But I do buy some vacuums just to demonstrate. And then sell on, you know. Marshpa, Can I just say thanks, Roger, for all your time and effort doing these videos? So thank you very much. Do I like hot point appliances? Not really, no. Will Alexander, I love the 350 canisters. My mum has had hers for 35 years. When I was born, she had it, and when I moved out, she still has it. They are great. Well, one of those is going to be on sale on eBay shortly. Not that one. They do look very similar, don't they? Both in very good condition. That one just pips it at the post, being slightly better condition and with a slightly smoother sounding motor than that one, but still perfectly good for someone. Yes, Dyson's website says new technology coming soon. Yes, they will be launching the V15 in the UK. Just looks very gimmicky. Silas says, seems like canisters can generate more power but are just heavier and bulkier to deal with. Yes and no. With a canister like this, all the weight is on the floor. You're only holding the hose. What I think, and I've said this many times before, I mean, ideally, everyone should have 3 vacuum cleaners, at least. They should have a good canister, they should have a good upright, and they should have a good cordless. And then that's all the home cleaning done, apart from, of course, the deep cleaning, the carpet washing, etc. So canisters, in my experience, they're very good for doing all those fiddly things, doing your car, doing your stairs. If you want a really good deep spring clean, they're the best for, doing all your sofas, cleaning it, vacuuming out your drawers, everything like that. But for lots of carpet, also canisters better on hard floors on the whole. Lots of carpet, get a good upright. You don't even have to have an upright with tools, just have an upright. And then for your daily quick cleanups, then you've got the likes of something like that Shark, just for whipping around, just to keep everywhere neat and tidy. But that will not replace a mains cleaner, and neither will any, in my experience, none of the cleaners I've shown you, cordless, even the Dysons, they will not replace, in my house anyway, especially with this carpet, they won't replace a mains powered vacuum. There will be technology coming up in the next few years that's going to produce more power, longer battery life, etc. But at the moment, they still haven't got there. That's my opinion. Gary has been to the Henry factory. Well, I'm going down to, is it Dorset I'm going, or Devon? I don't know. In September, the government permitting, I will be going down. It's Somerset, isn't it, the Henry factory? What do I prefer, bagless vacuums or bagged? Bagged. Are Dysons overrated in your opinion? In my opinion, they're overpriced. Well, probably in my opinion they are overrated, but it's all down to, if somebody likes Dyson and they want to spend their money on a Dyson and they're happy with it, that's fine. I wouldn't want to have a Dyson to use as my only vacuum, but that's just me, because I've had a lot of experience using so many other vacuum cleaners, you see. It's whatever people want to buy, I don't care what people buy. I don't care if you buy a Dyson, a pneumatic, a Hoover, whatever. It's your money. I'm not here to tell you, yes, you should buy that, or I'll come round there and beat you up. It's your money. So buy what you like, folks. No, you won't see any Panasonic vacuums for a while, Isaac. Well, they don't make Panasonic vacuums anymore, do they? I don't think I've got any to show. No plans on getting any. I'm keeping my Icon, which I think is a fantastic upright. It's a horrible colour, though. Is the Electrolux 350 with the black glamour caps a later one? Yes, it's later. That's older. Look, we can see how late. Well, I think we dated this, didn't we? This is the one I've shown you. I can't remember what, somebody told me what date this was from. I don't know if it was, I can't remember anyway. Well, that's the serial number, folks, for the Electrolux I've shown you on Friday. Okay? And I'm sure it's newer, because this one, it will be newer, because when this machine was first made, they spent the money on and giving matching glamour caps, but as production carried on, they thought, how can we make this cheaper, still produce it? That's one thing that goes. Hoover used to do it all the time. On the first run, you used to get colour coordinated bits and pieces, but in the end, everything turned black because they could, instead of making different wheel trims for different coloured vacuums, if they're all the same, they can fit on different machines, you see, and it makes it cheaper. So this is this one, which I'm selling. We'll see. Oh, it's harder to see that, isn't it? Hang on. So this is earlier, definitely, but I can't tell you. Hang on. Wow, that's... I didn't know that. Look, that's 770 watts. That one. And this one was 900, wasn't it? Oh, I never knew that. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that until that was pointed out. So yes, they are. They are different. Not just the wheels. It's the wattage as well. Well, thank you for pointing that out. Well, you didn't point it out. You commented on the wheels, and I found that out. Mark Lloyd, is Sebo coming out with something new? I thought I saw something about them releasing something new. No, I think somebody told me that on Instagram, and I contacted Sebo. Somebody told me that Sebo told them that the Felix is discontinued. So I thought, I can't see that happening because it's a popular machine for Sebo. And Sebo said, no, it's not. We are bringing out a new Felix, but Sebo's idea of a new Felix is just the same Felix with a different colour exhaust filter. So they brought one out to support breast cancer care, you know, that charity. So that was new because it happened to be, it had a different design on the filter. Peonies, I think it was. So no, I would personally like to see something new from Sebo. I'd love a Sebo cordless, but bagged. And maybe a new upright, a completely new upright. Keep the Felix, but I think they need to do something with the X7. They're pretty long in the tooth. They need to make one that has a stair cleaning hose attached, that's not going to topple over when you pull it around, that can have a brush roll that you can turn off so it cleans hard floors better, that looks a lot sleeker. When they brought out the X7, they made it even bulkier at the floor head. They made it better filtration and stuff, and it is better than the X4s. But yeah, I just, in my mind, I picture something along the lines of an X7, but something newer, sleeker, with a full stair cleaning hose, full set of tools, quieter, just sleeker. But I don't know. I'm not privy to what Sebo get up to. They're not a company that churn out new things just for the sake of it, like, you know, some folk do. Dyson's new Omni Glide is very interesting, says Vacuum Cleaner Mania. Well, we don't get that in this country. I'm not sure we will. It's surprising, isn't it? Dyson's originate from the UK, but they tend not to bring us the new stuff first. So just thinking, has James Dyson got contempt from the country he was born in? I'm not sure. Or they think it'll be for business reasons, I think, not for personal, why they don't bring out certain machines in this country. Will Alexander can't stand Dyson. There is a cordless Shark Freestyle upright. Is that the really old? I think I had that ages ago. Is that the one that's been out for years? Shark, you know, for what people don't like Shark, but they do bring out new innovative stuff. So I think Shark may bring out a cordless, proper cordless upright. You know, they've had the attempt with that lift away one, but I think they might decide they might do a cordless upright based on their full-sized mains powered. You never know. Dyson should be looking at doing that instead of the stick type vacuums that they always produce. That's what I like to see in the cordless arena. Something that looks more like a corded machine and has more of the power and long life battery. But cordless. What pneumatic hoover do you like? Well, probably the Henry Turbo, or the Henry Hound, I suppose, because they've got the power heads. I don't think I'll be doing any more Japanese cleaners. Oh, well, June, why do you call yourself Lisa68 then? Are you trying to hide something? Have you got that, June, or have you got that? They've gone back up in price. I recommended a spot cleaner to June when they were on offer, but they've gone back up. So I'd hang on if you don't want, if you haven't got it already. Wait until they go down again. Silas says, my experience with my canisters, I guess, is a little biased. Massive vintage Kenmore, definitely not the same as a modern smaller canister. Oh, I've got some huge cylinder canister vacuums that are absolutely... I've got a Hoover Sensortronic Total System 50, more or less new in the box, which you haven't seen yet. And that, I couldn't use it as a daily vacuum. When I had one at my mum's house, she had a big living room, and it was okay in that house, but it's just too bulky, especially now. I mean, even these are massive. These are sort of what you'd class as a compact cleaner, but compared to compact cleaners now, that's absolutely huge. That would be classed as full size now. What dishwasher do I have? I have a Miele dishwasher. It's on my channel. Daisy and Molly are upstairs. I bet they're on bed, in bed asleep. Gemma H has the Samsung Jet and the bin. It's a silly idea. I haven't shown you that video yet, folks. I do have a Samsung Jet with a separate... I only bought it because it came with this separate emptying system free at the time. So it's a cordless vacuum, as many cordless... I think it's recommended by Which. But when you come to empty it, instead of emptying it normally, you take it to this special Samsung bin with a motor and a dust bag in it. And you just basically open the bin lid, pop it on the cover, and it sucks all the muck out, and it also helps clean the filter. And then you pop it back, and that's the best of both worlds. You've got a cordless that's also... It sounds ridiculous, and I thought I'll get it because it sounds... But in use, it's a pretty good idea. Because especially if you're living in an apartment and you can't empty your cleaner outside very easily. So to have this Samsung bin in the corner just keeps all the dirt tucked away and clean in a bag, and then you take the bag out after a month or two, whatever, which seals itself, dispose of the bag cleanly, and then put a new bag in. So I think it's a good idea. Mark Lloyd says, you have given the best reviews to help guide me in buying my D4, that's the Zebra D4, and Miele U1. You got me to come over from the dark side, and I'll never go back to bagless again. You see, I show bagged and bagless. My personal opinion, as I've said many times, is bagged. And if you read reviews for bagged cleaners, a lot of them mention the bagless cleaner that they've had before they got their new bagged, and they said, I can't believe I went to a bagless. They're so dirty to empty, you know, cyclones clog up and the filters need washing all the time. Not for every make, I admit. And people sort of got out of the idea, but I think bags could make a comeback, especially in this day and age where everyone seems to be so petrified of catching germs and diseases. Then why would you have a bagless vacuum? This is what annoys me about people who have got allergies and they're plugging their bagless vacuum. And even manufacturers that do it, they plug their bagless system and say, oh, it retains all these allergies. It does, until you open it and empty it out. You can't avoid breathing in some of that dust. So for people who really want hygienic cleaning, a good bagged vacuum with a decent bag will be any bagless, in my opinion. No, we can't get the Shark Vertex. Gary loves Hetty Yellow. Will doesn't like the Miele Blizzard. I didn't rate that much. Yes, the Clean Station. You're right, Marvin. That's what it's called. Vacuum Cleaner Mania. I've always wanted Dyson's first G-Force. Oh, yes, I'd have liked that. It's so valuable. It's hard to get in Japan. It's hard to get anywhere, you know. It was that sort of pink and purpley thing, wasn't it? But I believe it came out under a different brand. Was it Clean Easy when it was very first launched? I wouldn't have had the money. Oh, I can't feel my legs. I'm going to finish now, folks. I'm going to try and get this bag back in. Look at me wasting one of these vintage bags, actually using it. Right, where's that little doodah? You're a bit late, Shadow Man. I've nearly finished. 90 minutes, heck. I should be really getting on instead of chatting. Hang on, I'm trying to find me little... There should be a little circular doobry. Oh, there it is. Can you see it? And there's the circle. So, this type of bag cleaner, no, this isn't very good. It's a single paper bag, single layered paper bag, and it's very messy to empty. So, yes, modern bagless cleaners, I suppose, are better than the old-fashioned bag cleaners like that, although that's going to out-clean any Dyson, I can guarantee it. So let's just put you there a minute. Pop this bag back on. So the reason I started this stream is I'm taking some photos of the cleaners I'm showing you. Whoops. I knew that was not going to last. Hang on. I'm selling these ones. Yes, not both those Electroluxes, only one of those. I am selling this Hoover because I've got another one. There we are. Got some dirt there. So I'm going to end the video, folks. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Just impromptu doodah. Let's just rub this muck in. I don't want to get it too dirty. I'm selling it, but anyway, I've not cleaned it up too much this senior. I've taken the suppressor out, of course. Let's move that Electrolux out of the way. Oh, ecky thump, folks. Can't walk. Is it plugged in? It is plugged in. So, if you check out my eBay later today, iBasics_Emporium, I'll be selling that Hoover Senior, I'll be selling that Electrolux, I'll be selling that Hoover Sensory Evo, I'll be selling that Electrolux, however you pronounce that. Hopefully I'll get at least one of those carpet washers on sale. I'll be selling this Miele as well. And plenty of other things to come, because I do need to thin out. Right, I'll just quickly check your last comments and then I'll have to get on, I'm afraid, folks. I've wasted 94 minutes nearly. Well, it's not a waste, but I should really be getting on. Quickly, Will Alexander, what vacuum do you use for your car? Do you have a cheap vacuum? I can't imagine you using any of your good vacuums for your car. Well, I did use a very good vacuum. We can't at the moment because we have a caravan in our drive. The car is outside and I can't use a mains powered cleaner because it means trailing the cord over the road. I have used the Dyson V10 in that car, it was okay for it, to be honest. I used the hose though. I used one of those extension hoses. Without the hose it's useless, you can't get under the seats. The last time I cleaned that car thoroughly was at my mum's house because I could use her drive, and actually took my Volvo VK200 and I used that. And that gave the car the best clean it's ever had. It's awkward to use with the hose. I think I also used my Cibo D4 on that car at my mum's as well. But the best clean that car's had was using my Volvo VK200. But I suppose it'd be easier to use my Volvo Tiger because of the Polster Boy attachment and all the dusting tool and everything you get with the Volvox. It really got the car very, very clean. That car's it's being traded in for another one. So I might have to give it a bit of a valet soon. Right. Did you say you'd review that big cylinder canister? Yeah. What, you're talking about the Thomas? Yes. I've got that out ready to start making videos. So it is imminent. Thank you, Deb. You have a wonderful day as well, or an evening. Thank you, Mark. Do I still have the 2100? Is that the Vax? If that's the Vax, yes I do. Do I like the Dyson small ball allergy? Yes, it's decent if you want a bagless upright. It's quiet, pretty good, I suppose. Not very good with tools, so it's a bit awkward for the tools. Goodbye, Will. Goodbye, CROXTR. Mac, Mike 2. Just watched your great test video of the cast and scale model Dyson DC01. Really enjoyed it, thank you. I still have a Dyson DC01 in constant use. Do you think I should upgrade? If you want to upgrade, and you can afford to upgrade, but keep your DC01. But if you're still happy with your DC01, keep it. Goodbye, Marvin. Marsh. Argos 1983 catalogue has 770 watt Electrolux 350 for sale for £72.99. Can't see a 900 watt version. So yeah, that'll be the 770 watt. That's that one. That's the 900 watt. Well, the 900 watt would have probably come out maybe 84, 85 perhaps. I live in Yorkshire. I like Etta. I can't pronounce your name, I'm afraid. Vaisavachi. Sorry. What about the Vax Blade? It's terrible. The first one, the newer one isn't so bad apparently, because you can take the container off. But I'm not keen on Vax as a whole. I'm not keen. Alpha Pro 89. Hey dude, I've been watching your videos since I was 3 or something. I used to love your videos, but you don't love them anymore. Never mind. I can't please everyone. Oh, I can't. Will Alexander, one of my customers have one. Is that customers? I'm afraid you're very late, Sir Depeche Mode. I'm about to go. I've already been here 98 minutes. I'll probably leave this one up though. I've not said anything rude, controversial, I don't think. Not like my other channel. Sweden rules, says Raveboy02. Well, they're British, those ones. I know Electrolux is a Swedish company. Hello, Hooverboy. I can't say that word. That's very rude, Will. Vacuum Cleaner Mania. During this time, Dyson's V15 was released. I thought it would be released in Japan as well, but in Japan there are many small households and many are compact, so it was the OmniGlide that was released. Yes, I know that in Japan, for example, I don't think a Kirby would be very popular in Japan. I do know that I've seen a lot of Japanese type vacuums, and they are. Because you live in smaller apartments, you have to have something small. So cordless cleaners in a Japanese household, I think, probably ideal, really, aren't they? Goodbye, Gary. Goodbye, Isaac. And goodbye, I'm going, Sebastian. I can't say all that. Who lives in Peru, and it's 5:42 a.m. Okay, well, you could be able to watch this stream back, I think. It's very amateurish, but it was just supposed to be a little quick hello that's ended up being 99 minutes nearly. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, check out plug. If you're in the UK, I can't send outside the UK, but if you're in the UK, I will be selling most of these vacuum cleaners and many, many more in the next year. But still keeping a lot, I can assure you, and still showing you a lot. Absolutely. I can't believe how many I've got to show you on my channel. New and old. Plenty more to see. Don't you worry about it, folks. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm going to press that little cross button. So it's goodbye from the Electroluxes and the Hoover Senior, and I'll see you all hopefully next week for another video. Bye for now.